Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Attack on Titan Season 1, Episode 6, The World the Girl Saw, Battle for Trost, Part 2. Oh my gosh. Last episode. What the freak? I feel like I started that episode. No, I ended that episode with what the freak, and then I'm starting it right now like that. Oh my gosh. What the freak? The Titan was about to eat. It was about to eat Armin, and then Eren just like pulled him out, and then he got. When that scene happened, I think I had my eyes closed, so I'm like, okay, the Titan swallowed it or something, or ate it or something, but I wasn't totally sure what happened. I knew he wasn't inside the stomach, like, of the Titan. But then, as I was editing the video itself, like, I saw the arm or something out of the teeth. So it's like, it looked like he was eaten. Like, what the freak? Oh, yeah. And then their little squad were so gung-ho about defeating the Titans, and then they were like, all of them. I don't know if all of them survived, not all of them, but like, I know Eren is inside the stomach, and Armin is clearly fine, but then the others, where they ate Renner, is it Renner? I think that was his name. Like, he's dead, for sure. And then the others, I don't know. And then Mikasa felt something happening with Eren. So, what's gonna happen, y'all? He can't be dead. Like, no. But, like, what's gonna happen? I don't know. And then there was this Marquis something that was just like, oh, he's not important. At least, I don't think he is. But, yeah. Let's get into this episode. And if you guys like my reactions, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon, where you can see the full life of this reaction and all my previous ones and early access and everything over there on my Patreon at patreon.com/freelymini. So now let's get into this episode. I want to have the strength to be able to see like the action, even the eating, but I'm like, because I feel like when I don't, I'm missing stuff. But it's like a knee-jerk reaction. Like, when that happens, I'm like, this, so I miss things. But, yeah, let's see. And here we go. I feel like I was mostly silent throughout this episode, because, like, I guess I was mostly shocked about what was going on. And I felt like I was about to cry. I've been wanting to know what happened with Mikasa, like, since this season started. At first I'm like, based on the way that Mikasa and Eren interacted in the first episode, I'm like, okay, they must not be related. I'm like, did they sort of like adopt her at one point into the family or something? Then they show this flashback, this little scene of two people, like a man and a woman, dead on the floor in the previous episode. So I'm like, okay, they must be her parents. And then to finally see like the full picture of what happened to her, the way they were like, that scene where the mom was telling her that to teach whatever future children that she has the embroidery or whatever that's been passed down for generations. that was such a cute and happy scene. And then the knock at the door, I'm like, okay, I don't think it's Dr. Yeager. And then the next thing that we see is Yeager knocking on the door. So I'm like, okay, so it must be them. But it wasn't. It was these 3 dudes that just came in and killed the men, like just like that. And then the mom, noticing how much danger there's in, that she's trying to protect Mikasa, so she just launched herself at the intruders. She gets killed. They take Mikasa away because they're trying to sell her. She's apparently the last Asian, I guess. They would have preferred to get the mom because she is full-blooded, I guess. But Mikasa is like half. But they killed the mom, so she was the only one left. When Dr. Yeager opened the door and he noticed the bodies on the floor, and I'm like, okay, don't let Eren see it, because that's gonna affect him. Like, children shouldn't see like dead bodies like that with all the blood and everything. That's what I'm thinking. And then Eren already saw it, and you see the look in his eyes, and you're like, oh, okay, this is like he's been traumatized. And then when he knocked on the door, and then to where Mikasa was being held, and he's like, he got lost and everything. And I'm like, okay, did he just stumble upon that room like by mistake with Mikasa? And then in my mind I'm thinking he's gonna see Mikasa and then he's gonna like wanna help them, but he already knew that they were the one that kidnapped her, because he had the knife in his bag. Then the way he just killed that dude, like, out of nowhere. I'm like, I was so shocked. I don't know how old he is, but I feel like to see a kid just kill like a grown adult like nothing, like it just shows like what kind of world they're living in. I don't know what I was expecting. I feel like in my mind I'm just thinking that this show was gonna be about like the humans trying to fight the Titans, but there's other stuff going on in the world, like child trafficking and stuff like that, which I was not expecting that. And then children killing people like left and right, because that's basically what happened. I know Eren is trying to save Mikasa, right? But the way he just killed that dude out of nowhere, and then he went out and then took this lance or something and just stabbed the other one. He's also dead. He didn't know about the third one. The third one came in, grabbed hold of him, was about to choke him. And then Mikasa, the way she said that they were living in a cruel world, like you saw that little animal, what was it called, in the tree, like all broken up and all that, and then you see was it the father that was holding up a goose by the neck or something? So it's like us humans also kill like animals or something, whatever, left and right. So it's only, I don't know, the way they just sort of, her realizing that maybe like only the strongest live or something or other, and then there was this switch in her, and then she just stabbed that man, they said, from the back through the heart. And like, I don't know, I guess. So all that happened, and then when Eren took the scarf off and then gave it to her, and I'm like, okay, so that's where she got it from, because she's been wearing that from the very first episode. That's what she's been wearing. So I'm like, okay, so Eren gave it to her. And then the end there where she was saying that she doesn't have a home to go to, but Eren is her home. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, Eren is her home, and Eren has been in, like, just to imagine how she's gonna feel when she actually knows that. Like, that's her home, and her home is supposedly dead. So it's like, And Armin is probably gonna be the one to have to tell her that. This was... And then that dude, I was about to say this was such a dark episode, and then I'm like, I remember that dude that was all like trying to push his procession or whatever through the door. It was blocking it for everybody to like get out, and then Mikasa came in and just like defeated that time. Oh, so cool. And then that when she was about to attack, it felt like she was about to kill him or something. I'm like, when I see people like that, like there are bigger things going on more than whatever it is, your riches and everything like that. People's lives are more important than your riches, and you are... I'm like, I didn't even want her to kill him. I just wanted her to throw him to a tan and have the tan eat him, so that he feels what it's like and have some kind of remorse about it. But even that was like her trying to like instill is that the word, like this fear of death into him, like when she was about to attack and all that. Like him almost dying is like, okay, let me just get my things out of the way for people to leave. I just hate people like that. I hate it. This episode was dark, man. Like, I'm pretty sure there are more dark stuff coming up. This is probably nothing compared to what's coming, but I'm like, yo. I don't want to see that scene, man. When she's gonna realize that Eren is dead. Like, I don't want to see that. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like my reactions, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and I will see you on Saturday for my reaction to Attack on Titan Season 1, Episode 7. And if you want to see that reaction right now, you can do so by checking out my Patreon. You can also see the full length of this reaction there as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.